fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they loving us no more. No R&Us, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing left to prove cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you little piece, wanna see some more? Show you little piece, wanna see some more? I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you little piece, wanna see some more? See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. That's how I'm still gonna keep the torch. Show you little piece, wanna see some more?
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they may go and die.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. The moment these NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit! He's down shy of the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down, ball at the 36.
Good, check. Oh, it's Silver, ready?
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Hey, 73.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Silver, set. Yellow top, set. Yellow top, set.
They go to Barkley again. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
Ready.
They're out and set. First and 10.
Middle.
First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. Going to the ground again on first. And they had that one contained right at the line. With Kobe Dean in on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Real right, 22. Double right.
Stafford from the gun. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Sean McVay very aware of that play clock. He calls timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Easy, alert. 21. 50.
Back to throw, here's Stafford. pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Not helping themselves with that penalty, and now lining up to try this 4th down.
Hey, 50, big 20.
Stafford gonna go on 4th. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. And the Eagles get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Great, set. Delta.
A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Great, set. Delta.
Barkley. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
Great, set. Delta.
Now Hurts. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. It doesn't get much easier than this. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It doesn't get much easier than this. The kick by Hopkins is good. And they come away with some points on that series.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run for Mostert. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Hey, 54, middle, middle, middle.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. First down, ball at the 36. Shotgun handoff for Mostert. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to the link right after this. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Going right back to Mostert. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This finds Likely. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Zebra, 22. Hey. Come on.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Hey, 22!
Throwing is Stafford on third. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Well, the motion man here. Fourth down, here's Stafford. Pushes this one towards the sideline. He's got it, and the feet are in bounds too. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on fourth down and gets them the first.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Likely's got it right side. And that's good for a gain of 5. Keely Ringo making the play. Offense in the hurry up here. It's Mostert on second down. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Josh Sweat making the stop. A dose of the hurry up offense here. He gets it out left, and it's caught. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
40 got! 40 got!
A give to Mostert out of the gun. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. The Rams pushing for a score before the break. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Double right!
They'll go again with Mostert. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Nothing for them on second down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Running for the marker with Williams. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Williams will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Quick pass, right side, complete. Touchdown, LA. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
No touch that. No touch.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now.
No touch that. No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On 1st down, Hurts. The throw right side, caught by Goddard. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Goddard makes the catch. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
No touch that. Try left, get it. Try left, get it. Try left, get it.
Man in motion here.
No touch.
1st down throwing for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 18-yard line.
A final throw before the break. Intercepted in the end zone. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Rams will start with it in the fourth after an interception to end the quarter. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Return coming here from the 12. And that'll put them up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Working quickly here. First down, and they go right back to him. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Staying between the tackles with Mostert. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Josh Sweat making the stop. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And the Birds bring out the nickel look. 3rd down coming up. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here he is on 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over after the interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on now to attempt a point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has it at the 11. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set. Monday.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Set. 53. Ready. 11.
Motioning him from the slot right. Back to the air we go on 2nd. Stafford. He'll get this to come. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
32.
Give on 3rd to Mostert. Has the first, but wants more. He's past the 45. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
32. White. Omaha, ready,
They'll send him over right.
Get on.
Stafford now on 1st down. Finds a seam down the middle. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Drill right, 22, double right.
Stafford now against the blitz. Stays in the pocket, isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. Another try following the sack. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
11. Hey, 5-0.
3rd and long for him here. That's taken in by Kam. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
50. Stay 50. Hey, 50.
First down from the red zone. Pass complete. 2-2 Atwell. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They'll send the tackles wide and work out of the monster here on 2nd down. Here's a give inside to Mostert. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Raheem Mostert, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Rams cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded at the 7. coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Great, set. Delta.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That was Darius Williams on the tackle. Only a yard on the play, and that takes us to the end of quarter number 3. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The Eagles with the lead, hoping to close out a playoff win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Great, set. Delta.
Here's Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. Takes out a 1-stop. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Set.
Running right, it's Barkley. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And this one doesn't go far. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. On the play fake, it's Hurts. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. On 4th down, Hurts. That's cut beyond the marker. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They've got a man in motion. Hurts throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Go Silver, ready? '73.
On third down, it's Hurts. He has the first over the middle. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Alert! Red! Hey, 54!
Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he reaches the 35 before going out. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Hey, 70! 40 got 40, 10.
Stafford from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he crosses midfield before going out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And middle. 32. Zebra.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. Taken in by Likely. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. This finds Likely. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Ready, alert! Zebra! 22!
Now Stafford again. Cup on the catch. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Space on the right. He's got room. 30. Gets the 10. He's at the 5. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles take a 3-possession lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
59!
After the pick, Stafford back to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Puka Nacua. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Hey, 22!
Stafford now. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds after getting this to the opposing 45. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Like Travis! Monday!
Stafford now on 1st down. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams get it back to within 2 possessions. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Great, set.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles with a 10-point advantage. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Great, set.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he found some running room for a nice gain. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Great, set.
Handoff headed right, Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return. No return on that punt. And the Rams will take possession. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Hey! Ready?
And they send a man in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or 2 short of the 20 here.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 coming up here.
32, ready. White. Omaha, ready, blue. Looking at.
From the 19. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Real right, 22. Double right. Hey, give me a radar. 11. Good on.
Now to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Hey, 5-0. Hey, easy. Easy, alert.
Looking to throw it. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They're going to run with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Kurtz now on 3rd and goal. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles take a 3-possession lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40. Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
50-50.
To throw, Stafford. He gets this one to Nakua. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Hey, 15.
Throwing now, Stafford. He sends this one to the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Big 20. Hey, red.
Back to the air we go on 2nd. Stafford connects on the crosser. And he's out of bounds after a nice pickup to the 10. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Quick throw left side complete. It's an LA touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
And the Eagles are able to recover. And that should just about do it for us here.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Short pass caught by his tight end. A lot of mess on the move here. And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And they were the top-ranked team in action in this wild card round, Bronx. And this was always the expectation that they'd advance through to the divisional round. And next week, they're going to be right back here playing for a spot in that conference championship. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.